All right, how's it going, guys? Welcome to today's live stream. We are going to take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, and after I've taken a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, I will also take a look at my plans for the legacy market and especially the forex market for next week, right? So once every weekend, I do my weekend planning, and do all my I look for all the swing trades in the forex market basically for the coming week. So that is what we are going to do today. But first, before we jump into the chart and take a look at the actual analysis and the plans, I have a quick message from our sponsors.
PrimeXBT is the most powerful trading platform offering immediate access to over 30 assets. Trade cryptocurrencies, Forex, commodities, stock indices, and much more, all from a single Bitcoin settled account. Visit the link below and start trading on PrimeXBT in minutes.
Ethereum Network is an interoperable DeFi ecosystem offering token pre-sales, staking as a service, project incubation, and much more. Visit thebirbnest.com/Ethereum. Globe is a crypto derivatives exchange offering up to 100 times leverage on crypto and DeFi perpetual contracts with Bitcoin collateral. Sign up today at thebirbnest.com/Globe. Radix is the first Layer 1 protocol built specifically to serve DeFi. More information at thebirbnest.com/Radix. YFDAI is democratizing finance by creating the most secure, transparent, and user-friendly ecosystem of DeFi products. To learn more, visit thebirbnest.com/YFDAI.
All right, guys, so I'm looking at Bitcoin right here, and it's quite obvious that we are, obviously still in this range right here. If you go to YouTube and watch the video I uploaded yesterday, or maybe today even, no, yesterday, we had I showed two ideas, right? Where I had like two long ideas, where the first one was a possible long down at this area, with stops. Thing stops below here, where first TP would be the range EQ and then later range high. But honestly, looking at this trend right here, look at the 1 hour, it's obviously a very bearish local trend. You have very obvious lower highs and lower lows. So to really I like buying confirmation of strength, right? So I like buying strength and selling weakness. And right now this is weakness, but I like the fact that we are bouncing at the weekly 50 EMA and the ranged lows. So I do really like that, right? And for a possible long, this is an interesting area. And something I also want to note is this. From that low to that high, you measure the fib, and you will get the reload zone in perfect confluence with the weekly 50 EMA and the range low. So this is a very nice area for potential long. Obviously, I'm not interested in long and right here. There's a couple of ideas you could do, or ideas you could play here. If you look at the lower time frames, you have a pretty decent SR level right here. So you might want to go long in the break and retest of the 618, right? But because of the fact that the break above the 618 would most likely hit that trend line as resistance, so I wouldn't want to buy right into that resistance as a trend line. And if you want to wait for a break and retest of the trend line and go long here, obviously you're going to buy the range EQ as resistance, so that kind of makes no sense. I don't really like that, because the risk to reward is not really that great. So the long opportunity down here is gone, in my opinion. The only way to catch a good long in this area would be to have limit buy orders in here, which would have been hit now. And right now, I think the risk to reward is gone, because you're right now trading inside the 618 as resistance, confident with that SR level. If you draw it to the left here, you will see that it's kind of confident with its whole. There's a SR level going through that whole area, right? So I don't think it makes sense to buy that resistance. However, I do think it makes sense to buy the break and retest of the range EQs, right? So reclaim monthly open, reclaim monthly open, reclaim range EQ, and break above that trend line. That would be an interesting long where you go long here, right? So you want to go long and break and retest of that range EQ, stop somewhere below that area, and TP at range highs. This I like, right, for a trade. And that is right now the only trade I'm looking to take on Bitcoin, right? So I have to wait for a 7 to 10% move to the upside before I am actually going to go long, because otherwise I'm not really seeing the risk to reward of going long on the lower time frames right here. It's important to remember that we are at range lows, and the only areas where I'm interested in trading in range is either range highs, range lows, or range EQ, and we are right now between range lows and range EQ. So for me, that's no trade. I want to take the trade on any of these three levels. So that's basically it for Bitcoin. If obviously if we break the we break the 33k area to the downside, we lose this range lows. Next obvious support would be 30k, and the next support below that is around 27k, where we have the high time frame 618. Let's add that right here. That's going to be the high time frame 618 right there, up around 27.3. Yeah, I'll take a look at Ethereum shortly. And the breakdown here, we are in the bear market, and the bear market will most likely continue down to somewhere between 17k and 27k. I know that's a very wide area, but this is the area where I'm looking to buy a potential reversal if we do head into a bear market. And people are shouting bear market, bull market, and it's a range. We're not really trending. We're in a range. So as long as we hold 33k, we are in a range. We are not in a trend. So it's not a bull market. It's not a bear market. It's a ranging market. And we have not really had a proper sense of direction. And this is happening on the weekend. So like, guys, don't be overly bearish at support and stupidly bullish at resistance, right? You will see that a lot of people on Twitter will be like that, right? Because it's what gains, or it is what drives engagement and new followers on Twitter, right? So if you're a big account and you start posting bullish tweets at resistance, obviously you're gonna get a lot of likes and retweets, because a lot of people want that resistance area to break out. I'm definitely guilty of that as well. But you guys know that I share the real stuff and the stuff that I really do. It's all in the burners, right? So for you guys, so if I tweet like a rocket emoji and Bitcoin at 41k, it's not like I think that Bitcoin is going to break out. It's like, you guys know that when Bitcoin is at resistance, the most logical way, or the most logical thing to happen would be you move down, right? You used resistance as resistance because resistance is resistance, right? Until proven otherwise. So you just note that. And I'm not bearish on Bitcoin at these levels. Definitely the local market structure is very bearish, but we are in a range. I'm as bearish here as I were here, right? So that's Bitcoin. Nothing fun going on here. Just a break and retest of monthly open. That would be my long trade. Ethereum is something different. So we looked at Ethereum on yesterday's live stream, and I said that if I'm going to look at Ethereum from a completely unbiased perspective and just look at Ethereum as if it were an isolated Forex pair, how would I trade this? Well, obviously I would buy the break and retest of that area. I would sell the break and retest of this area right here. And I said, buy the 2,271 area and look for confirmation before going short. But look at this, like, God damn it, look at this. So what happened shortly after I posted this, we came up and we almost perfectly hit that entry, and then reversed right down to the TP1 area. That would obviously have been a beautiful, beautiful short, but I never took that because I wanted to see clear confirmation, and that happened yesterday on a Saturday, shortly after having the webinar. and I didn't really feel like trading, so I never took that trade. But for you guys that did, I guess congratulations. You should now have a pretty profitable trade, honestly. And the stop loss on this one should be around 2,236 or something like that. So let's look at Ethereum on this chart. Should be a bit different. Right. So I don't know what to say here, really. I think, where is Ethereum heading? Well, if we head lower, I think we should establish some type of support around 2K. So around 2K, we should establish some type of support, and if we reclaim 2.3, that is a sign of strength. So right now we are between very strong support and very strong resistance. I would probably go long on a nice bounce around the 2K area, or go long on a break and retest of the 2.3K area. Right now, I'm not interested in trading Ethereum at these levels right here. I need to wait for the markets to open on Monday and see if we have a clear direction on either Bitcoin or Ethereum to take a trade. Right now, I feel like this weekend price action is not to be trusted, which means if bearish price action on the weekends usually do not have direct follow through coming next week. All right, so let's go through the Discord right here, and look at the Discord here. The last update I did, last plan I did was from Euro GBP. So I'm going to continue the scan from Euro GBP, which is that one. All right, so let's see. The plan on Euro GBP is to go short somewhere here. Not a perfect plan, really. Can I transfer Bitcoin from Binance? Can I transfer Bitcoin from Binance to... Ooh, man, I can't. I'm not... No, man, I don't know. I can't say anything about that. I don't know, man. Like, you should probably not try that. You should probably just transfer Bitcoin using the BTC chain. But I mean, maybe I'm mostly trading on, like, I'm trading on USDT because it makes no sense having a Bitcoin based account. So transfer over USDT is what I recommend, and then hold USDT in your account and trade the forex market using the USDT margin account, because it makes no sense trading a Bitcoin account if Bitcoin is just going to be, keep going down. So if Bitcoin, I mean, it's no. So I would just recommend having a USDT based account and focusing on the trading. Euro JPY. This is interesting. Let's see. Do we have anything interesting here? So I have a couple of interesting ideas here. Obviously, if Japanese yen has some really bearish development, I'm thinking we should continue all the way down to the 128 area, but I don't think we're ready to see that just now, or just yet. We just hit the weekly 20 EMA, right? The weekly 20 EMA right here perfectly touched the weekly 20 EMA. See if we can get some confluence here on... I'm not really sure which low and which high to use here with the fibs. I think I had the right one on here, so I don't know, man. Like, maybe a break and retest of the 236 right here. So I'm not gonna... I don't really have a plan here, so I'm gonna remove that one. Euro NCD. This is a very unfortunate trade right here, because I got stopped out. Took profits at TP1, stopped out right here, and then it immediately pumped up to TP2. So definitely made a mistake here. My mistake was, raising my stop loss above entry. I should have just had it on entry and just let it run. So that is a mistake. I am going to take a look at my trading journal. And write it all in there. I haven't done my weekly trade review, unfortunately. I really need to do that, but I think I'm gonna have time to do that today. So I will probably have to do it. I will have to do it one day later. So I'll have to do the trade review and the journal review in Monday morning instead of Sunday. Which it works. It's just I'm gonna lose some trading opportunities most likely. So I'm gonna keep the Euro NCD set up here because I have to kind of have it on the chart and update it myself with it. So looking at these trend lines right here, high time frame trend lines complement with the high time frame 50 right here. If this is going to go, man, what's going on? So if this is going to see a strong reaction up in this area, I might look for shorts, but I'm not really interested in that one. Euro USD. Do we have anything on Euro USD? USD is very, very strong, very, very strong. After the FOMC and the Fed press conference about the interest rates, USD has been extremely strong. Now, after a dump like this, you usually have some type of bounce, right? Has to bounce somewhere and should come up at least a little bit, and this might actually be the reload zone. Yeah, got the reload zone right here. Right, so here we have the reload zone conflict with the 50 EMA on the weekly, right? On the daily, stochastics is oversold, 4 hour oversold. I like this. Let's go to the 4 hour and the hourly. What would be the plan here? So it's in a very clear downtrend right here. We need to say break in market structure. So a break in local market structure would make me go long on this, which would mean that's a trend line. I don't know if it's the trend line to look out for, but it's definitely a trend line to look closer and kind of focus on. So a possible trade idea here would be something like this, right? Where you come up, you kind of have a break in market structure, retest that level. So you go long on the break and retest of the 618 right here. Stops would probably be somewhere below here, 40 to 50 pip stop loss. If you look at daily, the take profit targets would definitely be, right, so it needs to be probably the 50 if it makes sense from a risk to reward perspective. Yes, that's 1.5R. So that would be TP1. TP1 would be right there. I will then move my stops to entry. That would be TP2. Look at the bigger picture right here. I would like to take profit here and then at the high. So TP2 would be somewhere in this area right here. That would probably be, yeah, that would probably be TP2. So what would be the average R on this one would be somewhere. All right, so TP2 is here. And TP3 would be where? Probably here. So the average R on this setup would be somewhere between 3.5 and 4. So I kind of like that. That would be the trade. Right there. Post that one, Euro USD. You can go to my individual channel in the Birbnest, the Libs42 channel, and if you're a Nest Club subscriber, and you will find a lot of charts, right? Like I have currently 1, 2, 3, 4, like 10, 20, maybe even 20 possible setups for when the markets open in a couple of hours. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Yeah, this plan right here, still waiting for that one. Still waiting for GBP AUD. GBP CAD, what are we seeing here? Let's see, do we have anything interesting going on here? No, not really. Removing that one. GBP CHF. Yeah, this is it. We're still trading inside this range right here. That long. God damn it. Look at that. Fuck. I should have really entered that one. Damn. Perfect bounce of range lows right up to the range highs area. Yeah, so I'm not really sure about this one. Just putting alerts above and below range. GBP, JPY. Do we have anything on the weekly? No. Yeah, not sure I'm seeing anything here, so we're removing that one from the orange list. GBP USD. Nothing. GBP NCD. This is good. This is really, really good. I want to go long on a break and retest of this area right here. Then this would be the setup. Something like this, maybe. A rounded retest of that area right there. 100 pip stop loss is way too wide. All right, I don't know. I'm just going to put some alerts here and see what happens when price hits that level. But that is definitely an interesting level. This I might get interested in shorting. We broke and we're now currently retesting that level right here. So I'm putting in an alert here and one above. Below, I mean, NCD CHF. I'm still looking out for this one. That's my alert. I'm posting this one as well, NCDCHF. What time frame do you use to analyze bounce and retest from range? All right, so if you are a Nest Club subscriber, I would highly recommend that you guys go on to the website, log into your members account, and check the course material that we have on there, the educational material, and you will find a webinar that I did a while back called Perfecting Entries, right? And how to predict bounce, how to confirm bounces and how a bottom actually looks like and that kind of stuff. In that video, I will go through exactly what I look for when I look for entry confirmations and how to actually confirm a bounce, what timeframes I look at, and that kind of stuff. So I highly recommend you check out that webinar, because I basically use all timeframes to try to predict. Like it's all about how the market structure look. But definitely check out that webinar. I'm sure it's going to be very helpful. Yeah, nothing here. NCD USD. So I'm almost done with the. Yeah, never mind that one. USD CAD. Yeah, holy shit! Look at this. This was one of my best trades last week. This was crazy. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna keep that one. Not really sure what we're looking for. USD has been going crazy. Might seek some continuation here. So let's take a look at this one. USD JPY. Now, looking at this, I'm interested in if that bounce actually was a bounce inside the reload zone. And it kind of was. All right, what's up, Jimmy? We got Jimmy in here as well. Welcome to the live stream. All right, so this bounce here on USD JPY was actually inside that long RC, but I don't know. I don't really know what to think of this one. I don't really know what I want to do. So because of the fact that I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here, but I do know that what the first thing that kind of comes to mind is this. That is a okay-ish trade. So I'll keep that on the chart and I'll add some alerts, and I'm not going to post this as a trade setup or anything like that because it's just not perfect. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just not that. It's I'm not really feeling it. Yeah, definitely. I'm very happy to do more forex and legacy, because crypto, like, sure, if we can get a bounce and reclaim a range EQ, that would be awesome. But forex, we got some really interesting ideas as well. All right, so now to the interesting part. Like, this is where man. Now we got gold, silver, we got natural gas, and we have oil. So I've added oil and natural gas because it actually looks really, really nice, and the market structure is very nice. So I've recently added that to my watch list, and I'm actively going to trade those markets as well. Gold, honestly, I'm not interested in gold here, so I'm just gonna go to silver. That was silver, and this is gold. And am I interested in gold? Yeah, maybe here. Maybe here. Yeah, definitely. This is good. So looking at gold, this is golden. The golden opportunity right here. That is definitely something I'm going to be watching for gold. And now we got oil. This is a trade we should be in. Is this looking good? Yeah, so this is actually looking really good. Now we will enter down here, and this could be a very profitable trade. If all TP hits, this will be a 5-hour trade, which is very, very good. Very good. So I'm hoping for this not to stop us out like on Monday Open. You never know. Monday Open might come, and well, actually, it's not Monday Open. The market's open in, I think, 3 hours. Yeah. The market's actually open on where are you trading gold? I'm trading gold on Prime XPT. I'm trading all of these on Prime XPT. The watch list is actually called Prime XPT Refined. So it's refined because it's not every pair on Prime XPT. I'm slowly but surely adding more pairs as I get more comfortable trading more pairs. Anyway, this is oil. We're in this trade right now. This is one of the trades we are in. We're in this and US 100. So we're going to go look at that one as well. The natural gas chart looks like this. In a pretty nice uptrend. And when you're trading BTI oil and natural gas and US 100, NASDAQ and stuff like that, be sure to also do the analysis on the Prime XPT platform, because the prices might be different. So the market structure will most likely be exactly the same, but the prices might be slightly different. So when I'm posting setups in the Birb Nest, I'm using the numbers coming out of Prime XPT. And if the right here you see that this chart is from currency.com, because obviously you can't find Prime XPT exchange on TradingView. So if currency.com has slightly different prices, I am going to use the chart from Prime XPT, because that is obviously the prices that I'm going to be trading. Anyway, natural gas is in a pretty nice uptrend right here. If you look at the 4-hour, you have the yellow dotted line right here is the daily 20 EMA. So I would like to see I actually like to see a move down to the daily 20 EMA. And you can also kind of see how it's, if you add a horizontal line right on these two candle closes right there, you can see that it's very close to the daily 20 EMA. If you go to the 4-hour, you will see that it's a pretty decent SR level. Like, there's something going on right here. So you might want to look at a potential bounce down in this area. So if you add another level right here, you see that this creates some type of zone, right? So you have a SR level or an SR area, which also kind of, I guess, aligns with this area right here. So there's something going on here. So I am going to add alerts. I'm not interested in buying right here. There is something nice going on here, but I do want to see a push lower into this area. So I'm adding alerts right below these 2 wicks and right above that wicks, because I want the alerts to alert me and update me whenever price moves out of this local trend. I'm also going to add an alert on the 20 EMA. So I choose the The ticker value should be EMA plus 1 daily 20. Right, so that's a natural gas. Now this is weird. This dumped like crazy. Not sure what's going on here. I think we might actually dump way lower. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a plan on this. I need to see price develop. France is this is France 40 and it's looking rather bullish. So we have the daily 20 EMA right here. That looks like the most perfect level. I'm not gonna make a plan, just gonna look at this and try to get some type of the France 40 is definitely one of the best trending indices right now. We got US 100. So this is quite unfortunate. This I posted this maybe a little bit prematurely, but I mean it's quite unfortunate that the market closed so close to our stop loss. This is terrible. So this is the plan I have, right? This is the plan I have. If the first setup gets stopped out and we see some type of bounce down inside the reload zone here or that trend line, I'm gonna immediately post a new setup based on this idea right here, because I still really like Nasdaq here, so I want to go long. S&P 500 had a pretty terrible dip right here, so stocks are not really looking that fantastic, right? But it's still according to the trend. So we're actually down at the daily 50, not looking at a trade on this. I want to see all-time highs break and then go long on a break and retest of all-time highs. This is Spain, I think. Spain 35, not interested. UK 100. Nope. All right, so that's it. That's everything. Nice. So most of the charts are posted in the Lips for 2 channel, and you can find everything right there. And yeah, guys, I think that's it for today's webinar. You have, like you see, all of these orange flags right here are potential setups. So if you compare this to the crypto market, it's pretty, like the crypto market is pretty dead right now, I'd say. Like I'm not seeing anything. I'm just not seeing anything in crypto right now of interest. So I'm gonna be focusing on the Forex market heavily next week. So make sure that you actually have an account on Prime XBT. You can go to the birbnest.com/primexbt and sign up for an account. All right, guys. See you guys in the next webinar. I will host another one tomorrow, most likely. All right. See you there.